Assalamualaikum everyone, this is Ari Maji. In this video we're gonna make a pendulum wave animation in After Effects with the help of Element 3D plugin. I have uploaded the full preview of this animation in my previous video. If you haven't watched that yet, go ahead and click the eye icon to the top right side now and you can watch it. It is pleasant to watch. Now you can create the same effect if you follow this tutorial along. So before any further ado, let's get started. Alright, we are in After Effects. Before we get into the topic, let me remind you something, or let me tell you something. If you are a new person to my channel, or if this is the first time you are watching my video, consider subscribing my channel and hit the bell icon so you won't miss any updates or uploads I made in my channel. And another thing is, if you have any doubts what are the shortcut buttons I'm going to press throughout the tutorial, you can always take a look at the top right side over here. So you can see all of my keyboard shortcuts and mouse buttons over here. So one more thing, I am going to use Video Copilot's effects console in this whole tutorial to apply the effects. So if you have effects console, you can follow along, or if you don't have, you can search the effects in this effects and preset panel. So let's get started again. Create a new comp, name it as whatever you want. I am going to name it as pendulum wave, and make a comp size anything you want. I'm going to use 720p comp, and make sure you have a bigger frame rate like 60 frame per second works well. It will be make the animation look smooth, and make sure you have a duration 5 minutes or more than 5 minutes. We can trim it at the end of the tutorial, at the end of this video. So make sure you have a very large duration, then press OK. Once you have created the composition, create a new folder, new solids layer, name it as Element 3D E3D, and make sure it's comp size and press OK, and apply Element 3D plugin. So once you applied it, open scene setup. Now we have to construct the pendulum in Element 3D. It is very easy. So once you get into the Element 3D plugin, let's create a new group over here, group folder, and again press the same group folder to create a subgroup. Now you have a group 1, and within the group 1 you have a subgroup folder. Now select the subgroup and click this cylinder. Once you click the cylinder, set the height to 20 and radius to 0.1, and XYZ position to Y position to 10, so it will sit on the floor. Now we have to create a torus, create and torus. Now we have to rotate the torus in x-axis 90 degree. So come over here, where is orientation, here, and press 90, enter 90 and press OK. Now we have to reduce the inner ring radius, so increase it. You can rotate it, you can see the size, maybe 0.70 is enough. Keep it as it is. Now we have to create a sphere over here. So now sphere is there. Now we have to rearrange the cylinder we made, and select the cylinder and increase the Y position. Make sure it doesn't peek out from the torus, or it doesn't connected. You have to insert it and look around, everything is okay. Now it is okay. Once you got all aligned, now you have to collapse the inner sub folder and select the folder. Now you have to scroll back, and you need to arrange the anchor point to the top. So lock this anchor point. Once the anchor point origin point, just turn this color. You have to click and hold the Y and drag it up. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it will be good if you align it perfect. No matter, if where you align, but you have to drag it to the top, then unlock it, then press this button, so it will show the entire pendulum. Now we have the copy of pendulum. Now we have to apply the materials for this pendulum. So go here in the presets, and you must have a physical. With the group folder selector, double click the chrome. It will apply the chrome to the entire sphere, I mean entire pendulum. And you need to expand this subfolder, and you have to apply the sphere to another material like bright light. Drag the bright light to the sphere. Oh my god. Okay, now sphere is applied. Go back to the scene materials, then click this little triangle and remove unused material. This will remove unused material all over the place. Now select the chrome. You need to adjust some of the settings in chrome material. You need to reduce the glossiness a bit low. 70 is enough, I guess. And reflection, you need to reduce the reflection a little bit up to the I just realigned the sphere. Okay, it is now right. It is okay right now. Now all we have to do is we have to make copies of this pendulum. We all set right now. So before you do anything, you need to create a plane. Just once you got it, you just need to create a floor for reflection, getting reflection. So keep the inside subfolder selected, create new plane. Now the plane is in the center of the grid. You need to increase the size, XY size. Make sure you have entering the maximum size. It will be 100, I think. Yeah, 100. So we got the floor right now. Now you have to take this floor away from the group 1, entirely away. As you can see the red line over here, click away, so it will be the next group. So change it to group 2. Now we have to move the entire group folder, the subfolder, to the above the grid. So with the group selected, come down in position, change the Y position little bit above. Okay, I think it will be good right now. Yeah, it is better somewhat here. Now we can again drag the plane model inside the subgroup, so we can see both pendulum and the ground once. With the plane mode selected, in the reflect mode, come with the plane mode selected, model selected, click this reflect mode, and you need to apply the mirror surface and expand it. Select the default material and go to the advanced setting, then come down here, enable matte shadow and matte reflection. Once you enable the both, you can just ignore the shadow part. You don't need a shadow, you just need a reflection. Just enable the reflection. Once you enable the reflection over here, you can see the reflection of the pendulum. We don't want the mirror like reflection, the crystal clear reflection, so we need to apply some glossiness. We need to reduce the glossiness. So go above with the plane model selected. You can see the basic settings. You can click here. So the glossiness, we need to reduce it a little bit. So you can see it is like somewhat applied the Gaussian blur. So everything is applied now. We have so now we have to drag this plane model to the next group, drag it down and apply it to group 2. So I think we are done with the materials right now. Now we have to create a copies of this pendulum. So we need 10 pendulum, so we need to make 10 copies. So with the group folder, subgroup folder selected, press Ctrl D few times until you see that number 10. So now it is 10 copies and one original. We need to remove the original. then collapse everything. Once we got all the subgroups, 10 subgroups, we need to apply the each subgroup to the each auxiliary channels. So right click and auxiliary animation channel 1. In copy to right click auxiliary animation channel 2. So goes like that. 4, 5. Oh, I just applied the wrong auxiliary channel. 4 to 4, 5 to 5, 6 to 6, 7 to copy to 7th auxiliary channel, and 8 to 8, 9 to 9, then last 10 to 10. I hope I have selected everything perfect. If you have made mistake, we will get to know at the After Effects part. So don't worry, we can anyway change it accordingly. So once you have done all of this, you can press enter or OK. I mean the OK button in the Element 3D scene setup. Now we got this on our screen. Now we have to introduce a new camera. Okay, make sure it is in 35mm. Press OK. Once you got it, press C to toggle through this toolbar. Once you see this zoom button, you can drag down to bring back the camera. It is a temporary camera, don't worry if you misplace it somewhere else. So again press C. Once you see the camera icon, you have to rotate on the right, drag it from the left to right so you can see the pendulum. So now we have the 10 copies of pendulum in same place. We have to arrange it in Z position, I mean Z position. So drag this pendulum to the right side of the comp. With the Element 3D layer selected, you have to search position space Z or Z, position Z. Now you have to expand. I will press the tilt key, so we can see all of the settings revealed from this Element 3D. Once we got it, we don't need a group particle replicator. We need to look under effect, group 1. Within the group 1 auxiliary channel, within the auxiliary channel we have 10 channels. Each channel we have to increase the number 2, increase by number 2, then 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 and 20. So each channel will be replaced by placed by their 2-digit values in each side. So we can see that each channel, I mean each pendulum are placed in 2 units from each other. Now we can close it. Now we have to apply the rotation for each pendulum. So before that we need to delete the camera just we created, then it will be on the default position. So we need to create another camera again. It will be easy process other than the rearranging the camera at the position. So follow this as it is. So once we got the new camera, again press C, toggle through until you get this zoom out button. Now drag it down. Once you got a perfect view, you need to toggle through the camera again and bring it down until you see something like this. So it is your opinion, you can place the camera anywhere you want as you wish, but you have to follow these steps to get the perfect effect. So now select the Element 3D layer again and go here and search rotation space Z or Z, rotation Z. You have to press rotation space Z, then it will reveal all the rotation property in the layer. So we don't need the particle replicator, we don't need a particle look, we need auxiliary channel rotation. So as you can see, the first pendulum is channel 1, is in channel 1. If we increase this rotation, it will go front and back. We need a 30 degrees of rotation, so enter 30. Once you enter 30, it is out of the frame, but we want to keep this pendulum within the frame as the animation happens. So again you need to zoom out a little bit for the camera, so press C. Once you see the zoom out button, you have to drag it down a little bit, and once it is in place, now we can rearrange the camera a little bit if you want, or you can keep the same place. Okay, it would be better. This is how the animation could be happen. So 30 degrees over here. If you press -30, it will be on the left side over here. So we are good to go right now. We need to apply some expression to this each Z position. So I'm going to expand this by pressing tilde key. We just need the group 1 auxiliary 10 channels, so press and hold Alt button. Now you have to press type exactly I say. We need a 30 degree rotation, right? So 30 multiply, we need to type sine within the brackets again. We need to type math, capital MATH dot sine within the brackets math dot pi multiplied by current time multiplied by 0.51. so you need to close the expression by the semicolon and select all of this and copy. Right click copy or Ctrl C, press it away. Again in channel 2 rotation, Z rotation, click the stopwatch with holding Alt, then paste it. Now we have to increase the last digit to 252, and in channel 3 paste 53. Right, we are done. Now we have to type not 50, it's 60. That's okay. Now we have done everything as we have to do. Then if I press the tilde key again, you can see all the pendulum are resting in the same place. If you press play button, you can see the animation already happening. Now we have done most of the part. If you want to know how I was done that effect, this is how I done. If you want to apply your same effect, you can always follow, but we have created a 5-minute long duration composition, right? But we don't need a 5 minute. We need to find out which time all the pendulum are rearranging once again. We need to scrub through this timeline. Alright, I think I have found it here. Somewhat everything aligning here. You can see, as you can see, okay, everything is aligning right here. So once you got it here, you need to expand and go frame by frame by pressing page down button in your keyboard. If you don't have a page down button, you can press Control right arrow. You can see all these number getting into 0 at some frame. You need to find that frame. Now it all turned to 0. Now these all values turned into 0. It is resting in the same position where we started. So we have to go single frame back. Press Control left arrow or page up button. Then press N and right click, trim comp to work area. Now this is what we want to make the full animation. If you want to have loop animation of this same effect, you can do that also if you do like this. So we are done everything we want, but we have to apply some lighting and some backgrounds. So for that, Control Shift Alt L to apply new color, new light, and make this a parallel light. make the color to red, and 100 is enough. We don't need a shadow, and make it 500 or something. Press OK. Once you got it, and you need to place the light to the right side. Oh, I accidentally picked the element 3D layer. We don't need to pick it. So the light is coming from the right to left down, so you can see the red light over here. So again we need to make a copy of this same light, parallel light, and lock it so we don't accidentally pick it again. Now we have to select the second light, and you need to pick it to the left. You can see the light coming from the left side too. We need to change the color of the light, so expand it, go to light option and make it blue. Press OK. Once you make it blue, it will be look like this. So we have done the lighting part. Now we have to apply the background. Click BG, create a new solid and create BG, unlock the element 3D layer and drag it. Oh my god, my mouse is double clicking every layer I press, that's the problem. So bring it down behind the element 3D. So now we have to apply the 4 color gradient, so type 4. In the bottom 2 colors we need to apply black and black. What is happening with my mouse, man? So now top left side we have a blue light, right? So we need to apply the blue to the yellow, make it dark, and red to the green, make it dark as possible. If you want, I can adjust the, oh my god, again I am picking the wrong layer. So you can adjust the gradient fluxes. So now if we play this fonts again, we got this effect. Let me think if I missed something here. Yeah, I am missing something. We need to apply the glow effect in the sphere in the middle. By the way, if you have any third-party glow effect like deep glow or something like that, you can apply, you can use that effect. But this tutorial is fully using internal effect except the element 3D. So I'm going to show another way if you don't have a deep glow or something else like the third-party glow plugins. So you need to make the copy of the element 3D, just duplicate it, and once the copy is selected, go to the element 3D effect controls, and within the output, expand the output, change the show composite to luminance. Once you got it, you will only see the glowing materials. You just want to see the pendulum, real pendulum, not the reflection. So what you have to do, you have to disable the group 2 in this copied element 3D. So go to group 2 and disable the preview. So now you can only see the pendulum spheres. Within the layer selected, you need to apply 2 effects. One is glow, which is which is After Effects default glow, and another is box blur, fast box blur. Now you have to increase the blur radius over here, and just play with these settings. You need to glow radius, increase the glow radius, and glow intensity, increase it. You just have to play with it until you feel okay. Once you got okay, and you need to change this folder mode to odd. That's it, you have done everything you want. If you don't like the glow effect, just turn up and down. By the way, if you have a third-party plugin like deep glow, you can just apply that and it will make the glow effect at the instance. You can see the difference, right? it is the third-party Diplo plugin. If you don't have it, just apply this effect. Like I said, it will make the difference. So we don't need the Diplo right now. Now playback. If I show you the 3-minute playback, it will be a hell lot of time. My computer doesn't even catch that memory. So I think it's the end of the tutorial. I hope you like this video, guys. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you don't like this video, hit the dislike button. If you haven't subscribed my channel yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you won't miss any of my video I upload. And if you want to ask me something about this tutorial, just ask me in the comment section. I will answer it as soon as possible. And if you want me to do any other stuffs like this tutorial, let me know. I can do my better. If I can able to do, I will do a tutorial. Thank you guys, thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye. See you in next tutorial.